Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronnie. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Here we learn how to keep it simply slayed. Today I'm going to be pretty much showing you how I achieved this look and doing a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, talking about some topics about what's going on with the world, the election, etc, etc. This is my first time attempting the chit chat, get ready with me, so bear with your girl. So if you're interested in how I achieved this look, then keep watching. Okay guys, so we're going to jump right into these eyes. I'm going to go ahead and prep my eyes with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. As you can see, my brows are already done. If you're interested in how I do my brows, I do have a video on a natural brow tutorial. I'll link it somewhere here and in the description box below. But guys, this was supposed to be like an eyeshadow tutorial, but I just got the news about the election and I'm feeling some type of way. Like, I feel really happy. And I feel like I am someone who's very careful about speaking about politics and, you know, certain issues on my platforms because of what I do for a living. I'm very mindful of, you know, to not try to push my views on anyone, etc. But I feel like today for me was not about politics in a sense. It wasn't about Joe Biden. It wasn't about, you know, what he stands for or etc. It was more of what the country has spoken and said by the election and the turnout of these votes and the political stances where, you know, I feel like it was more about the country speaking and saying we want change. And though it was a close race and there's about half of the country who, you know, got some deep searching in their souls to do, but for the most part, you know, with this win, it shows that people want change. They're tired, they've had enough, and we want change. And we're not saying that Joe Biden is going to be our, you know, white savior or whoever the case may be, and it's not going to happen overnight, but it is a step in the right direction. Like, that's what it means for me, you know. So to see everyone out right now cheering and, you know, just pure joy makes me happy. Like, to know that as a country there's still hope. We're not completely doomed. You feel me? Also, that again, something else I try to not really speak on my public platforms, again, because of what I do, but I am very faith driven, and throughout this whole thing, people just need to remember that ultimately God has the final say, and his message is not of hate, and anyone who tries to push hate out into the world is going to be rejected ultimately. And I feel like with this win, that's what this said. Like, hate does not win. It never wins. Yes, he won an election 4 years ago, and we've had so many things happen, but at the end of the day, hate will never win. Okay? But we're gonna go ahead and get back into these eyes. If you hear me like drifting back and forth between what I'm talking about and what I'm not talking about, you know, we're gonna be talking about makeup, obviously, but I feel like I just have like such a warm heart and like a sigh of relief. Like, if he would have won, I legit would have been depressed. Not that I would have lost faith, because again, I know that God has a plan and there's a reason for everything, but it would have been a little disheartening to feel like we would have to go through another 4 years of someone just always pushing out hate and division amongst our people, and that's just not what we're about. That's not what I'm about. So if you're somebody who just, you know, target people of different groups because you feel like your opinion matters, then don't subscribe. Don't watch me, because that's just not who I am as a person. Love who you love, be who you be, like the skin you in. Like, that's not our job to be the judge. That's God's job. So that's why I'm happy. And then on top of this, let's go ahead and talk about our vice president-elect. Okay? But for my eyes today, I am using the Morphe palette, the 3503. And I'm going to go in with a transition color, and I'm going to take, let me show you this palette. Isn't this palette so like warm Like cool, got some natural colors in there, like some pinks. I'm gonna go in with this color. It's called Disrupt. I'm gonna go in with Disrupt. But yeah, so first of all, we've never had a female vice president. Let's start there. Secondly, we've never had a black vice president. All right, so now we have a black female vice president. That just, I'm a black female, so of course that is going to speak volumes to me. And then on top of that, sis is my sis. Like, sis is an AKA. Sis went to a HBCU. Like, you get it, right? And if you didn't know, I am a HBCU graduate. I am a Alpha Kappa Alpha woman, and I am a black female. So of course I'm here for her being in office, all the way here for that. Okay, but it's just so much that I could speak on, and I feel overwhelmed with my feelings and emotions right now. Some of my friends don't really get it. They're like, okay, like it's not Obama. But to me, I feel like, not that this is more important than Obama, because Obama definitely made history. Obama was hugely a part of Joe Biden's election, his support. But when Obama got elected, it wasn't all the protests that it was. It wasn't the rioting happening. We're coming from a summer where it was just pure chaos. It's still pure chaos. We're also in the middle of a pandemic still, where cases are actually rising where I'm at, but it wasn't so bold. Like the blatant injustice, the blatant racism coming from someone who is supposed to be the head of your country, leading the people, uniting people together. Instead, you're feeding into the chaos. Like when Obama was elected, it wasn't that blatant. Not to say it wasn't there, it just wasn't like as in the eye. When Trump got elected, I felt like he gave those people who had those feelings a voice, who in the past felt that way, but they kind of kept it to themselves. But now when Trump came in office, it was like, oh, now we could be bold about it, we could speak about it, we could do whatever we want pretty much. And that's just not the case. Again, like pushing that agenda of hate, like, and segregation. Like, we ain't doing that. So I feel like, not that it's more important, but it's equally important. This win is equally important as Obama's was to me. Obama's character as a man, like, I want to say, even if he wasn't black, his character speaks for itself. Like, I don't know. First of all, how y'all do these chit chat gets ready with me? Like, how y'all stay focused? How y'all focus on telling the people how to do their makeup and showing people how to do their makeup and talking about, you know, a different topic? Like, this takes practice. Guys, this is my first chit chat get ready with me, so bear with me, okay? I'm trying to, multitask, but I'm feeling like really just passionate about this win. And I know I might be rambling, but like, to me, it's really deep. Like, it really is deep for me what just happened. And if you don't feel the same way, that's fine. But again, I don't know. I always think back to like my kids. No, I don't have kids. I'm talking about like my students. For those who don't know, I'm a teacher. And having a job beyond teaching them math, but to teach them, to grow up and be good citizens, to be good people. And sometimes it's hard to go in the classroom, or in this case, get on Zoom and have to answer some of the questions they may have about what's going on in the world around them, and having to kind of have to filter what I'm saying, because I don't want to ever push my views on anyone. That would be, incorrect of me as an educator, but even as a person, like, I want my students to learn to make opinions for themselves and not just what someone is telling them. But sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, like, to keep that balance and, not just come out and be like, look, this right, this wrong. Okay, I want them to make that decision for themselves. That's not my job to do that. But I'm happy how this turned out, because I feel like it sends the message to the kids that, again, hate does not win. Throwing tantrums does not win. Okay, so all of the things that we were seeing, and even in just this week, how things were being handled in a very immature manner, tweeting, coming out before results are in, telling people to stop the count. How Sway? How we stopping the count? Democracy. Like, you're the president and you don't know what democracy is? How you gonna say stop the count so that people votes are not counted? How, Sway? Like, just acting like a big old baby. Like, everything we teach our students not to do, or we teach our kids. I don't have kids, so I'm gonna speak, when I talk about kids, I'm gonna speak about my students, because that's the role I'm in right now. But how do we teach our kids to be to show good sportsmanship, to not throw tantrums, to be patient? All of these things that we teach them on a regular basis, how do we teach them that when they can literally flip on the news or flip on the TV or go on social media and see our leader of the free nation doing everything we just told them not to do? We look like the hypocrites. Like, well, how you gonna tell me that? But Trump doing this. Not the end, but again, do as I say, not as I do. But it's just crazy. And again, I feel like that's why, for me, this is really important, because it just shows like that stuff don't work. And even if it did for a little while, ultimately it's not going to win, because that is not who God created us to be. He did not create us to be people who hated other people. Like, he wants everyone to love each other. And even though Biden did win this election, and there's still about 46%, I don't know the numbers, about half our country who did support that. So this is time to actually, like, all right, now, like, y'all with us, or y'all still going to, like, because clearly we're not about that. I don't even know what other color I'm about to go in with. I'm gonna try to keep it like natural. But what I just did pretty much was put in a transition color, like a little bit in my crease and above it, like an orange. I think I'm gonna go in with like a kind of a soft brown. I'm trying to only use one palette, guys, because I have a bad habit of going into 2-3 different palettes, because but I'm gonna try to keep it at one palette. But alright, I'm gonna go in with this little burnt orange, and I'm just gonna put that on my outside corner. I usually smoke my outside corner with like a brown or black, but I'm trying to do stuff a little different. Not to say that in like two or 3 minutes I probably won't go back and do that, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to keep it nice and orangey brownish neutral. I think that's the color I was looking for. But a tip, guys, whenever you are like blending your eyeshadow and you want something to look soft and not harsh, hold the brush like towards the end, because when you're holding it here, you're putting like more pressure. So hold it here so that it's more loose and you can kind of just flow. And I do like little circles. Maybe I should come in closer so you can see. Alright. Hopefully that's a little better for you to see, but yeah, I'm gonna just keep it like this. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for Biden in a way too, because he ain't walking into no perfect situation. I mean, I don't think any president walks into a perfect situation, but we thought Obama had it bad when he walked into office and what he inherited. Biden, we gonna be praying. We gonna be praying. We got your back though, but we gonna be praying, because with this pandemic alone and COVID alone, that's a thing in itself. And it's not getting better. It actually seems to be getting worse. And it's unfortunate, but in the last couple of days our cases have really been rising, but no one has been speaking about it because of these election results. Like, there's literally people losing their lives every day, and we still don't have a solution for it. So he gonna have a lot to work with when he walks in the office. And we're not even gonna get into all the racial injustices that was happening, but not was happening, is happening, because it's very clear. But he got a lot of work to do, and I'm just hoping that the Senate and all those others who were elected into office and who are currently in office are willing to, you know, be adults and say, hey, we took a L and we are going to, you know, work with the people that are here and not try to stop him at everything he tries to do. Alright guys, I'm going to go in with some concealer. I don't want to do like a harsh cut crease because I want this to be like a soft glam kind of look. But I'm going to go in with some concealer, that same Maybelline Fit Me concealer. And I'm going to put this on my crease to go ahead and put my lid color. So, I'm going to go ahead and just put all of that on there. I probably should have went in with a lighter color. Whenever I do like my crease lid color, I like to go in with a light color concealer so that whatever color I'm about to put on my lid is going to pop. But this should be light enough. I'm not going in with like a crazy color, so this should work. Alright, let me just go in with my finger. I don't know what I thought I was doing. I'm gonna have to put a little bit more. Also, if you have a hooded eye, when you do this, you might want to go a little bit, go a little bit higher than your actual crease so that when you open your eyeball, you can still see what you put on your lid. I don't per se have that problem, but I know that there are plenty of people who do. Alright, and again, I'm not making this a hard cut crease, so I'm not even trying to make this look cute or anything like that. I'm actually about to soften this the edges up so that it doesn't come out harsh. So I'm just taking a little fluffy brush and blending out those edges so that it ends up being soft and not like a hard cut crease. But if you are interested in a harsh cut crease, I do have a video on that as well on my channel, so you can go ahead and watch that. It's a tutorial on how to do a ombre cut crease. Alright, so it's pretty smooth for now, and I'm going to go in with this lighter shade with a flat brush, and I'm going to pack that right on the eyelid. But yeah guys, I don't know, I don't even know what else to say about my thoughts and feelings. Oh, this is what I do want to say. I just love how, despite what's going on in the world, the internet and people just, you know, they know how to find joy. I can appreciate that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, during this quarantine, even during this past week while we've been waiting, a lot of people have been having anxiety about what was going to happen. I found joy in just going on social media and laughing at all the TikToks, all the different things that people were making about the election. This was funny. Like, there's some people out here with some real serious talents making these edits to these videos and things, like, hilarious. Like, the world could be burning down and somebody gonna find a way to make it, you know, less painful for the rest of us. So I can appreciate that. And thank you to all those who, I don't think I'm a comedian or that I'm funny, but all those people who are, I don't think you get the recognition that you get, that you should get for what you do in your field of expertise, which is comedy. be it on actual stage or social media. But you guys, you have a role and you do it well. Like, I just think comedians kind of get overlooked sometimes when it comes to receiving awards for what they do. So yeah, I know I'm going off into like a different topic, but just wanted to throw that out there. If nobody told you, if you are a comedian or a rising comedian of that sort, nobody told you, I'm here to tell you I'm happy for what you do, because y'all be lifting my day. Sometimes I'll be having a not so great day, and then boom, I open my phone, watch a video, I'm laughing and giggling, then I'm just like, sometimes you gotta take a break from real life or the seriousness of life. Like, everything doesn't have to be that serious. And I'm talking to myself when I say that, because anybody who knows me know I can be a little serious when it comes to certain things. I'm just going back in with that first color and throwing that on top of my crease. Alright, I am going to go in with this really skinny like pencil brush, and I am going to go into the brown, but I'm only going to put it like up here, but I don't want to cut my crease too much, so let's just see. Maybe I'll just put it on this, too much already, on this back part, and not bring it all the way to the front. Alright, I'm just gonna blend this out with this brush here. I didn't put any more product on the brush, I'm just blending it out. We're just gonna repeat that same thing on the other eye. I feel like this eye always comes out better because I make the mistake on this eye and then I fix it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. It's just now, let's see how things play out. I'm pretty sure there's some recounting going to take place, or he's going to try to make some recounting take place. Some legal suits out there. I don't know if any of that stuff is going to stand, but in case it does, we'll just see how this plays out. But again, if this thing taught me anything, it taught me about patience, because Lord knows, Nevada, why take that long? Why take that long for y'all to come from votes? Like, for real. Actually, let me not, because it wasn't even Nevada's fault. Social media just got a hold of Nevada and decided it wanted to run rampant. And I think that's because everyone saw the numbers and saw like, all right, we just need 6 more. Like, we just need 6 more to be at 270. And Nevada was exactly 6 electoral votes. So it was like, all right, come on, Nevada, like. But then, the clutch players came out of nowhere, Pennsylvania and Georgia, shout outs to y'all, and just held it down. So it kind of took some of the heat off of Nevada, because social media was definitely giving it to y'all. It was funny though, definitely was funny. They said, should the deacons come help y'all count the votes? Let's throw a shout out, because I feel like Georgia been getting a lot of shout outs, which, all due respect, you did your thing, you showed up and you showed out right on time. Not always when you want it, but right on time. However, let's throw a shout out to the states who always do what they're supposed to do. Okay, like Jersey, we always do what we're supposed to do. Okay, the DMV, we always do what we're supposed to do. Okay, so the states who from the jump was just like, boom, this is what it is. All right, boom, there, no questions about it, no questions asked, period. We said what we said. Okay, shout outs to y'all, shout outs to us, because I'm a part of those states that did what we supposed to do off the bat. I'm just touching up that color that I put on my lid. I even told my students, because we had like a weird week where we only had 2 days of school, which is Monday and Wednesday. So Wednesday was the day right after the election. So we did like I had them play statisticians and make predictions and all those different types of things about what could happen, worst case scenarios for each candidate. And we was talking about it, and I told them, like, y'all, because they were saying, like, yeah, North Carolina could flip, and this could flip. You know, they get excited. They're learning how the electoral college works. They're learning about the election, because I know my kids. They be hearing the news stuff. They just be hearing numbers. So I got on the Zoom. I said, y'all know what's going on? Nope. So I broke it down for them. We went into detail about it. And they started making predictions, started getting excited. Like, yeah, North Carolina gonna flip. This gonna flip. Nah, this not gonna flip. You know, I was like, I don't know if North Carolina gonna flip. We did a little history on Democratic presidential candidates who won North Carolina. And it was looking real slim. Like, I had them going and doing some history. Like, let's see why each state does each thing. And some of them, who knows? I might be the reason they go into politics or become statisticians. Who knows? But that's why I love what I do, because I take math and I at least I try to. I can't do it with every topic, but I at least try to show them how the math is working in the world around them. Not just, add some numbers on the paper because you gotta pass a test. Just look at that. How am I fix that, y'all? How am I fix that without bringing it higher? Like, I gotta blend it to fix it, and then when you blend, it's naturally going to spread. I'm going in with that same color that I put on my lid. I'm just gonna go right underneath my brow bone. This is my go-to. Okay, I usually would smoke out my outer corner a little more, but for today we're gonna keep it like this. But I am gonna try something a little different with my eyeliner. I usually go in my liquid black eyeliner, nice and black. But today I'm gonna try something a little different. I saw Tiara Walker. That's my sis. Okay, she don't know it, but that's my sis. I'm actually older than her, so it's my little big sis. She in this YouTube game longer than me, so. But I've been following her since the beginning of her, from the time when she was serving and she quit her job and decided she wanted to do YouTube full time. I've been there from the beginning, sis. But yeah, she in her last video, she did her eyeliner and she like smudged it out because she was doing like a soft glam look. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that. So I'm taking like this angle brush. Every time I try this, it don't work. I don't know if it's a feature on my camera, and I'm gonna go into my Bobbi Brown espresso eyeliner, and I'm going to just put that on the outsides and then try to smoke it out. So she kind of went from like the middle of her eye. I don't know, this brush ain't really stiff enough for me. And then she made her wing like out here. So I draw a line and then I go on top. Again, I never go like to the end of the line and bring it in. I go like towards the middle of where I put that line. And then I drag it in. I do the same thing when I do my liquid eyeliner. And then I'm just going to fill this in. See, like, this ain't black enough. This ain't black enough, okay? Look at it. Nice and dark. Let's see if we can get it a little darker. Maybe I ain't just put enough on the brush. Alright, there we go. I usually bring my eyeliner all the way from here out, but I'm just going to keep it on this outside for today. You know, we just living life on the edge. Alright, and she smudged it out, so I'm a little scared that when I go smudging, I'm going to start messing stuff up. So let me just do the other one before I start doing all that extra smudging. So again, I'm going to the middle of my eyelid. Nice and close to the lash line. I'm just tapping that eyeliner in place. And Now I'm going to start the wing. So I start by drawing a line from the bottom. So like I go to the corner of my eye like here. Then I'm just going to draw a line out. Okay, see, got a little line. And now I'm going to go on top of this line. Don't go to the very end of the line, because then that's how you get like a thick wing. So I go like maybe like start from here and then bring it in. So let's see. So I go towards the middle, and then I just drag it in and up, following the shape of my eye. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and fill in the spaces and darken this up a little bit. See, this one was a little better than this one, but it's cool. Sisters, not twins. Sisters, not twins. Keep telling myself that. Oh, another thing, guys, that I didn't even mention, but I feel like people just automatically assume that because someone is Republican, they always vote Republican. Or because someone is Democrat, they always vote Democrat. That's not true. Okay? That's just like assuming just because I'm black, I'm a Democrat. Like, nah, we don't think the same way. That's the beauty of how God made us. We all different. We all have our own minds and thoughts and opinions, and for the most part, I like to believe that people know what's right from wrong. So, regardless of what party you support, most people know right from wrong. Alright, this wing definitely looks better, but it's whatever. I don't know, I feel like I don't want to do too much smudging because I feel like it looks good how it is. Yeah, guys, I ain't smudging nothing, okay? What I will do though, she went into like the brown eyeshadow and she like tapped that right on top of the liner. So let me go ahead and do that. See what that do. Okay, turning it into like a brown liner. Don't know if I like it though. Cause y'all know I like my black eyeliner. So I don't know. Let me see, let me just. I mean, it definitely like gave it like this softer look, which is what she was going for. But is this what I'm going for? Like, am I going for this soft look? My brows ain't giving soft look. My brows giving here full out beat boom. But let me see. What y'all think? All right, whatever. We just want to. I already did it to that eye, so might as well. It's not that big of a difference. So guys, one thing that I'm really working on with my makeup looks, like I don't claim to be like this professional like makeup artist. Like I ain't go to makeup school, none of that. I learned what I learned from watching YouTube, and just like I'm giving you guys some tips and tricks, I watch other people and get tips and tricks. I practice and I learn how to do what I do. I'm gonna go in with some mascara now. I'm using my Holy Grail. Too Faced Better Than Sex, you already know. Yeah, I was saying, so I don't claim to be like this, you know, person who just know everything about makeup. But what I'm really working on right now is perfecting my like face makeup. Like I know there's a lot for me to learn with eyeshadow and stuff, but if I had to say I could do anything well, it's pretty much my brows. Okay, the brows be snatched. And I could do some eyeshadow looks. I haven't done that many videos on here on some different eyeshadow looks, not yet at least. But I feel like I can do eyeshadow. I need to work on having a more flawless like face. So I'm trying different things right now. Taking some tips from different YouTubers, seeing what they say and what they do, see if it works out for me. But I want to just have like it just flawless, perfect, boom. So recently I've been like putting more focus on that, because once that comes together, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put some lashes on off camera. I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright guys, I'm back. These lashes ain't want no parts in what I was trying to do with this face, but sis, you getting on these eyes. I don't care what you say. And as you can see, they are pretty natural. Like if you really know, probably didn't think I have lashes on. But as I always say, keep it simply sweet. I don't like those lashes that be looking like I'm about to fly away like broomsticks. So yeah, I like to keep them nice and natural. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the face. I'm going in again with my Holy Grail, which is my NYX Angel Veil primer. I'm going in with my MAC Pro Longwear foundation. In the past, I would just go in with my beauty blender first and just put the makeup where I want it, but I noticed that I don't get as much coverage when I do that because I feel like the sponge soaks up a lot of the product. So instead I go in with the brush first, and I like to kind of spread it around where I want it, and then I go in with the beauty blender to kind of blend it all together. Yeah. I've been looking for like my Holy Grail foundation. I feel like I haven't found that. Like I feel like I have a Holy Grail of everything else, like a Holy Grail eyeliner, Holy Grail setting powder, Holy Grail brow stuff, like everything except foundation. Even concealer, I feel like I have a Holy Grail concealer, which I might not have a Holy Grail concealer yet. I'm still trying out some. But this matte concealer, I ain't gonna lie, nobody been really touching matte concealer. I don't care what y'all say. Shape Tape is good, it's just too drying for me. So I use it, but only like a tad bit, and I usually mix it with something else if I do use it. And then some of the other ones are just not enough full coverage, so I'm trying to find my like Holy Grail concealer, and it's looking like it's gonna be MAC. Like try to blend into them edges, but don't mess up the swoops. Oh, and as you can see, I'm like tapping the crap out of my head because you don't drag when you are using the sponge. Like if you drag, you're moving the product from where it's supposed to be. So that's why you see me like tapping it into place. So now I'm gonna go in with some concealer. I like to start lower. Oh, and I'm using the MAC 24 Hour Studio Fix Concealer. I'm going underneath that. I'm going to use 2 different concealers. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this above my lip. On the chin, and on the forehead. Now I'm going in again with that Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that right in here. Under my eyes is very dry, so I don't like to put like a really matte concealer right underneath my eye, and I feel like the Maybelline Fit Me is not really drying. So, and while I'm letting the eyes dry down, I'm just going to go ahead and blend this part out and my forehead. Again, when I start blending, I'm going to work my way from the bottom to the top. Now I'm gonna go on my handy dandy Laura Mercier. I like to go on with like a nice light layer first. Now I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. I'm going into my Tarte's contour palette. Underneath the jawline. Then around the forehead. So I'm gonna go back into that Morphe palette. Boom. So I'm just gonna put the brown on the outside. So I'm putting this real close to my bottom lash line. I'm gonna just put it on the outside. Alright, this is definitely picking up like purple vibes. So I'm gonna do that on the other side. Bottom lid, I'm going to go in with that orange color. So we're gonna go in with that Bobbi Brown. Alright, we're gonna put some bottom mascara on. And then we're gonna finish up the base. Finish up the face. Finish up the face. Now I'm going in with my MAC Dark Deepest Mineralizing Skin Finish Powder. I'm going to put on some blush. I like just a smidge. Today we're going to go into our Mariah Carey collection. It kind of rubbed off. And now I'm going to go ahead and spray some of this first before I go in with my setting spray. Alright, so we're going to go in with our MAC lip line in the color Cork. And then we're going to go in with our MAC liquid lip. This is the color Lady Be Good. And I'm going in with my e.l.f. gloss. You already know. You already know. Hey guys, I'm back with the final look. This is it. You'll see. So yeah, I know this might have been all over the place. This is my first chit chat get ready with me, but hopefully you got something out of the tutorial, and hopefully you heard what I was saying. And if you have thoughts and opinions about how you're feeling about the outcome of this election, let me know in the comments down below. But thanks again for watching. Thank you for all of your support so far, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.